Welcome to the Holistic Feline and Friends podcast, home for all things holistic and healthful for our pets. I'm your host, Angela, also known as the Holistic Feline on Instagram. For this very special episode all about Millie, we have a very special co-host joining us. Fellow producer and Millie's other half, Fred, is here to help answer Millie questions. Millie's Q&A episode is always so special to us. We answer Millie questions submitted by her online village of love, also known as MOONIES. Millie's journey has been followed by hundreds around the world, inspiring many and providing hope, strength, courage, resiliency, and bravery along the way. To see her is to fall in love with her. She's unique in every way. This episode is to honor her role on this planet and the ones who love and support her around the world, who find happiness, solace, and strength within her journey and in every photo. Thank you to all who have supported, loved, prayed, sent well wishes, and gave donations to Baby Kitten Rescue to help get Millie where she is today, thriving, super loved, and adored. Sprinkled into this season's Millie Q&A is a couple fun, non-Millie related questions that were also submitted. So without further ado, settle into your favorite cozy corner and relax with Millie and us. Let's dive into all things Millie Moonbeam. Welcome to the mid-season episode everyone looks forward to, us included. Millie's Q&A episode where the star of the show is our little Millie Moonbeam. So let's get into it. Hello, Mr. Fred Charles.
Well, hello.
Are you ready to dive into all things Millie?
Do you think you have to ask when it comes to talking about Millie? No, I'm always ready. Let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
Here's a cute question that was submitted without a name or state or country. Why is she such a moon pie?
Oh, she is a moon pie.
We should explain first the definition of moon pie.
I don't even know the definition. What is it?
I don't know. She's cute.
Well, I know the dessert moon
Sweet
pie.
like pie. Okay.
Do you know that?
No, I don't.
They didn't have that in France.
No, didn't make it. Didn't make it over there.
It's unfortunate. They're yummy.
No matter what it means, it sounds
something.
very cute, and she's the cutest, but it's unexplainable. It's just all the things that she does combined with her little face. She has the tiniest little voice too, and it's just a moon pie.
The tiniest little voice too.
Yeah.
You said that so great.
Yep.
Well, since you don't know what a moon pie is, you should look into it. I think you would like it.
Okay.
It's chocolate.
Oh,
I think
okay.
like cream or something in the center.
Sold. Okay.
But yeah, I ask myself this question every day, and I ask her this question 100 times a day.
You do.
I do. The answer always comes back the same. You know what it is?
I have a feeling. Yeah. To quote
Yeah.
to quote a song.
I always hear back, I was born this way. And so
Yep.
it's very simple. Very simple answer she gives. I know she chose to come into this life just the way she is. So when she says, I was born this way, it's so very accurate in every way because she chose this life.
No explanation needed.
Next question is coming from Cynthia from St. Pete, Florida.
Hello, Cynthia.
And hello, St. Pete, Florida. Do you have a favorite scratcher recommendation? We've tried so many and they all fall apart quickly. Yes, they do. And yes, I do have a recommendation. I've actually never shared this on Instagram, and I can't believe I haven't because we love it so much. But we have the MOW, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's spelled M-A-U. The MOW vertical wall scratcher, and it's called Canvas. So we have it in their off-white color, but it comes in an array of colors. And we actually have it on the floor for her. So technically it is to be mounted vertically on the wall, but we use it horizontally placed on the floor. Well, we didn't try to mount it because when I introduced it to her on the floor and she took to it immediately. And I was like, okay, we're just gonna
Keep it just like that.
Yeah, like we're not gonna fix what's not broken kind of thing. And I'm like, she took to it perfectly and let's just keep it like that. And I'll get a second one and put it on the wall so that she can have a vertical scratcher because it's very, very important for them to have a vertical scratching, stretching place for their well-being and enrichment. But I have yet to do that, so I need to get on it.
We will eventually, but you will never know it's meant to be against the wall because it just looks great and it works great laying on the floor.
Yes, it's super sturdy. It's so durable, and it's made out of jute rope. We love it. We've had it for a few years now, and it still looks brand new. But it's also double-sided. So when one side gets worn, you just flip it. And we've not even had to flip it yet. And then when both sides get worn, they offer an easy installation replacement board for purchase. So it's really versatile, practical, functional, and it's beautiful too. So like you said, it's aesthetically pleasing.
Eco-friendly as well because you don't have cardboard everywhere.
Yes. It blends seamlessly within our home decor. It's really a no-mess scratcher. You don't have cardboard bits to constantly clean up or pick out a fur. And no falling rope to fix or cut off. And the best part is, Millie loves it. I love it for sure, between the aesthetic and the functionality of it. I highly recommend. I'll, of course, have a link to it in this episode's pod blog. And I'll include a photo of Millie on it too. It's super cute. She likes to just hang out on it sometimes.
And you'll have to put that on Instagram as well so more people can see it.
Yes. And that's why I said I can't believe I've not shared it, because it's so beautiful. Like it's low profile on the floor and it just blends in. And so yeah, I'm gonna share it.
All right, moving on. We have another question from Betty from Spokane, Washington. What is a unique personality trait Millie has? Oh, she has a few. Which one am I gonna pick? I think her spooning is quite unique and really cool. So really quickly, we discovered that she's not really wanting to go on our lap or walk on our chest.
We should say a disclaimer.
Go ahead.
Because we've seen photos and videos when she was with her rescuer, Caroline, of her being on her chest.
True.
And lap, but she's never did that with us. However, we did get an animal communication session a while back, and she said that after she had the shunt surgery, feelings in her body changed slightly. So like it kind of affected her being pet, being touched, being like on your lap. So that would make sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was going to get Caroline on the phone right now and know why I'm not getting Millie on my chest. But she does love to spoon. So quickly, it became a habit of just kind of laying on the couch and calling her and saying, "Where's my spoon?" And she shows up from wherever she is. She just shows up, and a little pep in her step, jumps on the couch and get in a perfect spoon position against my arm. And then I can't move. Can't go to the bathroom, can't get water. You just got to stay because she's so comfortable. So that's our little cute time and quite a fun trait that she has. Anything else you can think of?
Well, she's really goofy.
Yeah.
Like she's super goofy. Like she's Goof Troop. And I call her that all the time. She's always doing something that makes us laugh. Like her zoomies are the absolute best. Her morning zoomies, the pre-post potty zoomies. Yep. Seriously entertaining and hilarious.
She has a certain face like she makes when she's going like do funny things. And it's, unexplainable.
That is something that I need to capture on a film and share that on Instagram.
It's tough because you're just cracking up about it.
And she's wild. Like she's fast too. Like I swear she like teleports from one spot to the next. And so it's hard to get her in video film and capture the craziness, but it's seriously like some of the cutest stuff in the world.
I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Annabelle, when the little doll just appears in places when people turn around. Yeah. Like it's like Annabelle. You see her in one place, you turn around again, and she's next to you. Yeah. It's super fast.
Yeah, so, you'll hear her jump on the headboard and you're like, oh, she's on the headboard. And then literally 2 seconds later, you'll look down at your feet, like you're standing in the kitchen or something, and she's literally right there. And you heard not a peep on how she got down from the headboard, her walking over to you, like nothing, like complete silence. She's a quiet one too.
Yeah.
She's quiet. She's very stealth. She doesn't try to be.
She was born this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
There we
There
go
you have
again.
it.
There we go.
Yep. Oh, another thing that she does, and I guess this would be considered a unique personality trait, when we sneeze,
Oh, yes.
she ducks low to the ground and she'll sometimes walk into the next room that way. I've never seen a cat that has a reaction to a human sneezing,
Yeah.
but she always looks quite cute when she does it.
Well, that's the thing. Anything she does, she just looks cute doing it. So even if we feel bad when, I turn around after, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. And I know she's just going to duck.
Yeah.
So I feel bad, but I can't help but smiling because she looks cute doing it.
She looks ridiculously cute when she does it. But I know it causes her some uncomfortable feelings because of her reaction. So we feel horrible, and she pops out of the uncomfortableness quickly.
Yeah.
But now we always tell her we're going to sneeze or we're about to sneeze before we sneeze, so that she has a heads up and can prepare herself. I don't know if it works.
I try to walk away too. I can feel the sneeze coming. So
yeah,
it's
we
not
do.
In her face either. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about capturing that on film too. Because
we have so many things we need to try to get.
Yeah. Because her face is so cute when it happens.
Yeah. Can you tell we're just in love with our mini moonbean?
She's just
Anything
cute.
she does, she's just cute.
Her face is ridiculous. And I tell her like all the time, I'm like, you're so ridiculous. Like ridiculous in the best way. And then I have to explain to her why I feel like she's ridiculous, because I don't want her to take it in a negative fashion. It's like in the cutest and best positive way possible. So I go into like a 5-minute description of why she's so ridiculously cute to her. Like we talk to her like she's a human, because she understands everything we say.
She gets it.
Yeah. And I think she probably was human in a past life. She was many animals in a past life, which we'll probably get into later with another question.
Ooh, teaser. Okay.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is. Yep.
Let's see. Okay, we have a question from another anonymous Moonie on Instagram. The name and state wasn't included. They ask, what does Millie do for fun off social media? Well, she loves to hang in the sun or in the closet.
Yeah.
Some really cute things she does that I've not documented on Instagram, and I should also document, is her reaction when one of us comes home. She runs so fast. We have a little hall when you first enter, so you can't see directly into the living room. So you just see her sprinting around the corner full speed to greet you at the door. It's the cutest thing. Sometimes she makes it to the door before you even fully enter. So just the sound of the lock and she darts.
However, I will add that if we're both gone, she's going to be very cautious on knowing who's coming in. She's going to peek and kind of make sure it's us. So she kind of, if she's in front of the door, you can tell she's kind of running away first to check who's coming in. But if one of us is home when the other one comes back, she gets
darts.
super excited and she's super confident that I'm going to go greet whoever is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another cute thing undocumented on Instagram is her reaction to feeding time, which is another super cute thing. When it's time to take it to the feeding spot, she'll wait to walk with you and then run and stretches simultaneously to the feeding spot.
She's going to tell you where she wants the food. She has a few different places where we move the food around once in a while. And just by the way she is waiting or starts moving when you bring her plate ready to go, she kind of makes her way to the spot she wants it next. Yeah. So sometimes she's waiting in the living room, just sitting next to her bowl. And you're like, okay, that's where you want it this time.
Sitting pretty next to her bowl.
And sometimes she just goes to the other room and she leads you like, hey, come over here. That's going to be there today.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put it in one place in one of the rooms. And she sits at another place and she just looks at me and over here. So we just move it.
Yeah.
That's it. She's the boss. That's how it is.
She likes to have choices.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good for animals to have choice and free will and self-selection. So she lets us know where she wants the food, and we do that because, she's a captive wild animal and they don't have a whole lot of different things in a static household. So having her food in a different place every day or similar places but different every day brings her some sort of novelty.
Yeah.
And a little diversity in her day.
Got to switch it up. She gets all kind of proteins. She gets them in different spots. It's like a new hunt every day. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she gets like 6, 7 or more different proteins in rotation.
Yeah.
So within like a month or 2 months time. Yeah. And I have documented her sitting pretty at her bowl waiting for her food on Instagram. I have documented that. Let's see. Another is her reaction when I'm heading to get ready or toward the bedroom.
I was going to mention that one. Yes, that's funny.
Yeah. It's closet playtime to her, and she gets like so incredibly stoked. And if I don't move fast enough, she'll talk at me until I make my way. It's super cute, and we have a routine together.
Yeah, she doesn't talk much through the day or even at night or anything. She's pretty quiet. But when you go to get ready for your day, I know she's excited. I'm sitting in the studio working on something, and I hear you girls talk. And she talks a lot. So it makes me crack up. I'm not even in the room, and I'm just cracking up.
Yeah, we have whole conversations.
Yeah. But she does get super vocal and excited and jumps on the bed and jumps in the closet. And
she has a lot to say.
Yeah.
And then if I'm in the bathroom and I'm like getting ready, because I always crack the door and she's sometimes in there with me or like outside the door, she'll like sit at the crack of the door looking at me, talking, and sometimes screaming for me to closet play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. We had a lot of people submit their love again for her. Thank you all who continue to show her love and support throughout her journey and are still following along. We appreciate you so much. And I wasn't going to share this next bit on the podcast, but I am now. I think it's a great little placement to share since we're talking about all the love that was showed to her. So I put out a question on Instagram. What does Millie bring to you and into your life? And it was really just because I was curious to know what she meant to those who see her photos and videos and who have followed her journey since Baby Kitten Rescue. There was an intent to share them here, but the answers and sentiments were so incredibly sweet and heartwarming. I wanted to share them here, a place for them to live, because Millie is meant to be shared, be seen, and be loved. So here are all the ways Millie touches hearts across the globe. And these were the submissions that we received. So happiness and peace, another happiness. Someone said joy, her sweet face, brings a smile, sweetness, hope, joy. She looks just like my Missy, and I love Missy so much. She's everything to me. Oh. Another person said, I just love her sweet little face. She does have a ridiculous face, I'm telling you.
Bias.
Another one says, peace, happiness, joy, courage, resilience, and love. I love that. Elation. Love that one too. Cuteness, beauty, joy, delight. Very sweet too. Joy, courage, and inspiration. I have followed her since her baby kitten days. That's sweet. Joy. I love seeing her precious face. Yep, it'll do it to you every time. So much calm, which is so true. We feel that too when we look at her. And peace and warmth, which I loved that one. Peace and warmth. Like, I feel like it, I don't know. It's like
it describes what she brings in real life as well. So it's super sweet to see that she can bring that to people via the little screen in her hand. So yeah, thanks everybody that sent a little message like this.
Yeah. Peace and warmth. I don't know, when I read that one, it was just like, oh, that's like so simply put of her presence for us as well. And of course she represents, courage and bravery with her story and resilience and all the things, and she brings us much, much joy and laughter as well.
She does.
I think it's just so beautiful how Millie and an animal in general can touch hearts and souls like that. And it's around the globe. It's coming from around the world. So animals can really bring us together. And I believe that. Animals and music.
Yes. So maybe we can get her to sing a little bit more.
That's the key to peace on earth. Animals and music.
True. Very true.
And then if you have Millie making music.
There we go.
I mean, maybe that needs to happen. I don't know.
Let's make it happen. A remix of her little meows when she talks to you when you get ready. Full circle. All right, here is our first non-Millie related question. It's coming from Oliver in the Netherlands. Who is your dream podcast guest and why? That's a good question.
Oh, that is a really great and fun question.
Do you have a list?
I think I have a short list in my head. Thank you for that one, Oliver. That one's really fun. And I've thought about it here and there. And so, yeah, I probably have a short list. Let's see. Oprah Winfrey.
Ooh, okay. All right, going big. All right.
She's probably on everyone's list.
Yeah.
But because she is a pet health advocate, loves her fur babies, and she's been mentored by Dr. Marty Goldstein, who is our guest this season in episode 2, talking about what's really in our pets' food. So I would love to have her on to talk about the holistic, natural ways she raises and cares for her babies. Have her share some success stories using holistic pathways over conventional, and have her share the longevity tidbits she learned from Dr. Marty.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oprah, I know you're listening right now. So, come down the 101. Come see us. Come see us. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Another one would be Billie Eilish.
Nice.
Because she's an animal welfare advocate and loves her animals so much.
She has a pit bull, right? If I
She
remember
does.
correctly. Yeah.
She does have a pit bull. I don't know if she has one or two. I think she had one prior and little baby passed, and then she got another.
Okay.
And I don't know if she has one or two at the moment.
She could come and tell us. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Billie also has Tourette syndrome. I don't know if everybody knows that because Billie doesn't talk about it much here and there. But I would love to ask how animals have played a healing and supporting role with Tourette's.
Yeah, she's mentioned her Tourette in a couple interviews lately. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, many neurodivergent individuals find solace, comfort, and peace within animals. Many feel animals are the only ones that understand them or the only ones they can relate to. So it's a really sweet relationship, and it would be great to showcase that, how animals can really turn one's world around or help it to be or feel a little less harsh.
Not judged. Yeah.
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 So Billie, if you're listening, and I hope you are, please be our guest. I love you so much. We can be BFFs too.
Let's make it happen. If anybody listening to this has any input on any of those guests, let us know.
Yes.
Let's connect with them.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another one would be Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned that to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because she is also a huge animal welfare advocate and transformed her farm into a sanctuary for rescue animals. Would love to talk about all her rescue babies, her animal welfare advocacy, and would love for her to share how she cares for her animals holistically. But in general, we have kindred hearts the way she loves and feels about animals, and it would just be really nice and great, actually, to have a friend like that. Kindred souls in the spirit of animals.
Yeah, I think she mentioned, I heard on another podcast, she was a guest on that she started during COVID, I think, to just rescue a bunch of dogs and had like 20 or 30 dogs at once and all kind of farm animals as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Sounds like my happy place.
Yeah, I think you would never leave.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it sounds like a dream come true. I would never leave. And I would love to visit her sanctuary farm and help in any way that I can. So Millie, I mean, we have a cat.
I was going to say we should bring the Millies together.
Yeah.
That would be a nice little...
Yeah. So Millie, if you're listening to this, your best friend awaits you in Los Angeles. Let's make that happen.
Who else do you have? I know you have plenty of dream guests.
Drew Barrymore,
Yeah.
because she's my soul sister and she too loves animals so much. I think we would bring light into each other's lives. I just love her as a human being, and it would be great to meet her one day, to have her in my life and hopefully call her my friend. So Drew, another one, if you're listening, your kindred spirit and soul sister awaits you in LA.
Doesn't she have her dog with her at every show that she does? Yeah, it's cute. Well, we have room on the couch for the dog to visit as well.
Douglas. That's Douglas you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Douglas is always on the show with her.
He can be on the podcast too.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think he's between like 14 and 16 years old.
Wow, cool.
Something like that. Yeah. And then I would say lastly, but certainly not least, the Osbournes.
Yes, they do have a lot of animals too, yeah.
Yes. Because they are all known to love their pets. Sharon is a huge adopter of rescued pets, and their fur babies mean the world to them, which means the world to me. And I know Sharon has had some behavioral and potty issues with some of their animals, and I think I could help. Yeah. I also love Sharon's raw honesty in life. I can relate. And I want to give them all the biggest of hugs. The loss of Ozzy touched the world, myself included. His humor and smile stays with me forever. He too was a lover of dogs. He had a Pom, which is something we have in common. I love Poms. But he had a Pom, Rocky.
I remember Rocky, yeah.
Yeah, the little black and tan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was so cute. Rocky passed just 11 months before Ozzy, almost to the day.
Wow.
Which is like crazy, and was deemed Ozzy's partner in crime and his number one fan. So I believe, this is a side note, I believe Rocky knew Ozzy was close to arriving home and wanted to be the first to greet him on the other side. I have no doubt Rocky was the first to show his paws, running to him with the biggest smile and tongue out. I can literally see the visual in my mind's eye, but it warms my heart to see, and it gives me solace and heartbreak. Their bond transcends lifetimes. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Osbournes.
Yeah, and if Jack wants to join, he can tell us if the place is haunted. We can,
yeah.
we can do it all. It's perfect.
Which, Jack, if you're listening, you should really do the like haunted shows and stuff again. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was our regular thing that we watched around Halloween.
Yeah, entertaining.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh, and I thought of another one real quick.
Bonus guest. All right. Who would that be?
Khloe Kardashian.
Okay.
Because her loyalty as a friend, a sister, is like I've never seen before. And I would love Khloe in my corner, and she gives the best advice. She, too, has some fur babies, and I would love to guide her on how to help them live well into their 20s and 30s holistically and healthfully.
And she has a podcast as well, so we could do like a crossover, you know.
She does have a podcast.
Shared
Yes.
podcast episode.
I could be a guest on her podcast.
And it becomes an episode.
Educating listeners and herself on pet longevity and how to help pets live into their 20s and 30s.
It's a good goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Oprah has a podcast too. And I could also be a guest on her podcast doing the same.
Sure. Gonna be busy.
Yep. I'm putting it out there. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I guess there's more than I thought on my list.
Well, I think you add to the list pretty often because you keep hearing, you know, more people are talking about their pets here and there. I do listen to a bunch of other podcasts too. So sometimes the interviews talk about their pets. I'm like, oh, you should check them out.
I could probably think of some more if I wanted to, but we'll stop there.
We'll let you guys listening think about who dream guests would be if we could invite anybody on the podcast.
Their dream guests?
Yes.
Yeah.
We should. That's my question.
That would be a good question to put out on Instagram.
Yeah, if you hear this podcast right now, go on Instagram and send a little message to the Holistic Feline account and tell us who you would like to hear on the podcast.
And why.
And why.
Yes. Okay, so how about you? Let me turn this question to you because you are here for every recording as a fellow producer and audio engineer for the Holistic Feline and Friends podcast. So Let me turn the question to you. Who would be your dream guest?
Oh, wow.
Surprise.
Hi. Okay. All right. Well, I think selfishly I would look into kind of the music world to talk about their animals as well. Find someone that tours with their dogs and explain how it works. And I know Kevin Rossdale is one that talks a lot about rescuing dogs, and I think takes his dog everywhere with him. The folks from Phanogram have their little dogs on tour all the time as well. They're pretty fun to follow. So that would be probably the first two I can think of because they're sharing a lot about their pets. So I'll start my list as well. Yeah, that's my homework.
All right, we have Amelia. That's such a beautiful name, by the way. Amelia from New Zealand.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful country. I've not been, but the photos that I see are quite beautiful. It's on my list one day to see.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Amelia from New Zealand asks, how many nicknames do you have for Millie?
How much time do you have? That's we could go on for hours with this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Wow. Like, just as how ridiculously cute she is, it's ridiculous how many names that I have for her. And they're constantly growing and
shift,
changing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many, countless really.
Yeah. Name a few.
And forever
name a few.
Coming more.
Let's get a short list.
Okay, well, I'll try to keep it short. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Two.
Yeah, well, how does that even happen?
I don't know how any of these happen. They just happen.
Yeah. It's just even more sound than a name. But it works. She turns around and comes over.
Yeah. Goose.
Yeah. Which morphed into
silly goose, goosey, goosies, wild goose.
Yeah. And it will keep on evolving, I'm sure.
And then you have baby bear, beanie bear, Nui, New, Moonsies, Mooney, Moon Pie. Let's see. Oh, Mama's Baby.
Yeah.
Mama 2.
I haven't heard this one in a while. Mama 2. Maybe that's during your playtime.
I just said that to her earlier today. Punky, Punky Pie, Shark, Pooks, Shuggy Pie. And then you have all the turkey versions. So there's turkey, turkey 2.
When she sits down and has a little
turkey
legs. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Turks, true. Turkey butt.
True.
And then you have Toots. And then you have, this is a fairly new one. You have all the puppy versions.
Yes. Why?
I think it was because she was like, hey, you're not ready for bringing in another animal yet, so you can call me puppy.
Okay.
We'll get into that later down to it's an actual question that came up.
Okay.
So the nickname is Puppy, Pups, Pup, and Puppy Duppy.
Puppy Duppy. Okay. All right.
And then you have my little princess, my littlest princess, and I think the list goes on.
Yeah, you have a longer list than I do. I think.
Well, you have a few too.
Yeah, I do too.
Would you like to share?
I share the Pooks, Toots, Moonbeam. I do like to make sure I call her by her full name.
Yeah,
though,
you do
more often. Yeah,
and her formal. Yeah.
My little spoon. Where's my spoon?
Yeah.
We share a lot of those names for sure.
But I definitely have more.
Yeah, you're more inventive when it comes to nicknames. I think that's a full list for now. We can expand on the next Q&A, but we're going to keep going with another question and we're going to keep traveling as well. This one is from McKenna from Kenya, Africa. Does Millie have any secrets you're willing to share that are not shared on Instagram or social media in general? I don't know. I think a lot of her secrets have been shared already. What do you have?
She has opinions for sure. I haven't shared those on Instagram just because I'm not really in like a place to video during those times, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But she has opinions. She doesn't like her nails clipped or her booty or like furry pants wiped.
Nope.
Sometimes she gets a little poo stuck in her fur and we either have to pull it out or wipe it off and she turns into a different being, a different cat. I don't really think she's a cat, but she's hissing and growling and biting, and it's pretty wild instincts.
Yeah, when you try to clean it up, she's going to look at you with a funny, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And once in a while, we'll just even like turn around, walk away, and while she walks away, do a... Like she's not having it. And you're like, what happened? What happened?
Yeah. She's literally like walking away, still growling. And
it's like a different animal. It's funny.
And I'm like, do you even know what you're growling about? I mean, obviously she does because she was upset.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny that it can be like a couple minutes later and she's walking away still growling.
Yeah.
I think it's the cutest thing.
It's fun too. Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen often. Like that's not her normal personality. If she gets set off in a way of like her claws, because her paws are sovereign, do not touch her claws. But yeah, it doesn't happen often. So when it does happen, like sometimes it's cute.
Yeah. We laugh about it too. Yeah.
But yeah, I mentioned that I don't think she's really a cat. She doesn't do cat things really. And I think she's experiencing this lifetime as a cat maybe for the first time. And I've heard like I can intuitively communicate with animals and plants and water. And it's called intuitive interspecies communication. And sometimes I will pick up on things that Pook says, and randomly I got that she feels short. So she feels short in this life. So I think that she was many different types of animals over many lifetimes: a bear, a wolf, a giraffe, a sea mammal. Maybe that's why I have so many animal nicknames for her. I don't know.
That makes
sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You see, she's also prone to get knots in her fur, which I've never, like I've had, gosh, I want to say like hundreds of cats in my lifetime. Only 2 as an adult, but I have never had a cat that got knots in their fur ever. She's the only one.
Yeah, if you don't have a regular brushing with her, she's going to have little knots that can become pretty large if you don't tend to them right away. Yeah.
And it's mostly under her armpits or near the base of her back by her tail.
Yeah.
It used to be a nightmare trying to clip or cut them out.
She leaned into it at some point.
Yeah, like she used to react the same way as when we would clip her nails, but you've conditioned her and sorted out a seamless way to cut the knots out.
Found
and she's
a way.
Not bothered.
Yeah, no, at some point I think she's bothered by it. So you can kind of tell like she lets you just go under the little leg and get the knot and take your time to cut the knot. And she's like, go for it. I'm over it.
Yeah. It takes a while though sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it can take days to get there, but.
Yeah, I wish we could figure that same conditioning out for her nails.
For the nails, yeah. That's still a work in progress.
Yeah. What else? Do you want to talk about you and her special kiss?
Oh, that's our secret. Okay, we'll share. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's a little thing where I go to give her a kiss. She looks at me and puts her nose up so I can kiss her nose. So she's going to touch my nose with her nose, and then I can kiss her nose a couple times. And we do that when I brush her or when I go see her in the morning. She's still sleeping. Yeah, I don't know how that became a habit.
You do it all the time throughout the day.
Okay, I do it throughout the day as well. All right.
But sometimes she'll ask for it. Like she'll see you get up and you can tell when she's asking for it because she puts her like head and neck out in a certain way and like points her nose up, and she's like waiting for you to give her the nose kiss.
Yeah. Or when we do the spooning, watching TV, once in a while she's going to look up and kind of wait there.
Ay. It's a love affair.
Yeah. Guilty. Yeah.
It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I do have, another thing that I have not shared on Instagram. I videoed one of the cutest videos I think I've ever videoed in my life. Pooks and you, I think, were spooning, and you started to kiss her cheek, and it just went on and on and on and on. It was like kiss after kiss after kiss after kiss, and then she would lift her cheek a certain way every single time.
Yeah.
And show her little teeth.
I remember that.
Her face was like in such peace. And it's like she can be a little quick in the things that she allows.
Yeah.
So like
She'll
if you're so like you can kiss her a few times, and then sometimes she'll get tired of it or something and she'll just jump down, or she'll like try to air bite your nose or something sometimes.
Yeah.
She's not done that in a while, but like the amount of time that you spent kissing her cheek like kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh, she's really into it. Like this is like a 3-minute.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah.
So that's why I kept going. I was like, let's see how much kisses she's asking for.
Yeah. And you're the one that eventually stopped. She was still going for it. Yeah, I'll probably post that eventually because it was just the sweetest.
MILLY, our secrets are
little
out.
thing.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We have another one. Charlotte from New York. What are your thoughts on a sibling for Millie? Do you think she would enjoy having a sibling? This is a great question, too. We often think about this. We actually had an animal communication session last year or the year before, and we asked that question. She seemed a bit indifferent, but did have an opinion on the species, actually. It's so her. She said that she would prefer a dog, and a small dog at that, so she didn't have to compete with another cat, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's so her personality to say that. And she also said she would prefer them to sort of do their own thing, to like leave her alone.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also very her to say.
Yeah.
I think she could live cohesively with one if they respected her space and boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
She also said in that communication session that it wasn't the right time and that we would know when the right time would be.
Yeah.
But we also have to take into consideration her safety with her shunt.
Yeah, that's the biggest question. Yeah.
Yeah, it would need to be a chill animal, one that, leaves her alone and respects her wishes in a way that doesn't compromise her safety or well-being, like trying to roughhouse play with her.
Yeah, that would not
she
work.
Wouldn't be having it. I don't even think she would play with another animal. I think it would be more about just having a companion in the room and like something that could maybe like entertain her.
Yeah, someone to stare at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to cuddle them. I don't think she wants to interact or play with them. It would literally have to be the exact perfect match.
Yeah.
For all of us, but
yeah, because the big thing with the shunt is like you don't want a play session to turn into a light bite or something, or to dislodge anything that she has. So that's always kind of the safety concern that we would have if we were to add any other pet in the home. Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see. If Millie had said that she'd be entertained by having another pet at the home and would maybe relieve some boredom or something, then I most definitely would in a heartbeat. But what's most important is her and all of our comfortability.
Because we get a good thing going right now.
Yeah. I mean, we have a pretty seamless family dynamic with a quiet home and calm atmosphere. I wouldn't want to compromise that for any one of us. It would need to be and have to be the most perfect fit, just like when Pooks came with us.
Absolutely, yeah.
And she sort of grew up around cats in the home of her rescuer, but when we went to go meet her, we saw her reaction to another cat that was just trying to protect her and take care of her and was like kind of checking up on her. She wasn't a huge fan, like at all.
Nope.
There was some hissing that came out. And so it gives me a bit of a pause bringing in a sibling, especially another cat.
Yeah. If we saw her then cuddling with another animal or something, it would have been kind of, she needs that. But now she kind of stayed indifferent.
Yeah.
And if they approached a little too much, she would move or react. Yeah. I don't think she has a huge need for a sister or a brother right now.
Yeah, no, I think she likes being the only child.
That's the feeling that I have too, yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder if she would be entertained just and have some sort of comfort in just having another being in here when we're not here. But then at the same time, she has no choice really to like be by herself or alone again.
Yeah.
Because she'll always have that other animal here. And I do think she likes her alone time.
She does, yeah.
Yeah. So then that would like kind of give her no choice. So that's why we say I think it would definitely have to be an animal that gives her space and respects her boundaries and doesn't really try to interact.
Yeah.
Just kind of live cohesively.
Yeah. Similar personality that would be busy on the couch while she's sunbathing on the rug and kind of do their own separate things until they're ready to hang out. Yeah. It's a tough one.
Yeah. But we'll see. Anything is possible. In its most perfect timing, she may have a sibling one day.
We shall see.
Maybe down the road. We'll start with fostering a kitten or two and see how she does. Just to see how she feels about having something else in the home other than her.
Yeah. I could see a head spinning, though, with the energy of a kitten, but we shall see. Yeah.
That's true. But when she hears the little cries on Instagram, she always perks up. Like she's concerned, like big sister concerned.
Yeah.
And she like is going to go start looking for them and try to help. So it would be interesting to see how she'd react to kittens in the home. But
Yeah.
I think we're probably far from that. I'm not ready for that yet. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we got time. I'm not in a rush either. I think, like I said, we have our calm little routine. She's enjoying her little times with you, with me, on her own. I think it's a good working thing right now. So it's always a nervous thought to be like, we might disrupt all of that.
Yeah,
So,
disrupt is a good word.
fostering would definitely be the way to try it out and see if everybody's adapting.
Yeah, we thought about fostering a dog to see how that exchange and interaction would go.
Yeah.
Because I eventually want a dog in my life. I grew up with dogs as well. Grew up with a plethora of animals, but cats and dogs were always very prevalent in my life. I've not had a dog as an adult. Only 2 cats, Monkey Bean and now Millie Bean.
The beans.
The Beans.
Yeah.
So I would like to have a dog eventually, and was looking at pom-poms for a while. And I was looking at a senior dog rescue in San Francisco that is like a cage-free facility that's super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
so we'll see.
will tell. Yes.
We'll see. Eventually we'll have a dog, but we shall see.
In the meantime, another question. This one is from Pam from Virginia. Another non-Millie related question. Do you offer any services? Angela, tell us.
That's a great question. And I get asked this semi-frequently. So I used to, but currently no. My platform right now is solely an educational source. However, I do have big dreams and plans to change that soon, hopefully. I've been thinking for a while now to offer intuitive interspecies animal communication and Reiki sessions for pets and people. And I'm thinking down the road, I would love to offer some sort of service, course, class, or workshop on pet longevity, teaching pet parents how to help their pet thrive well into their 20s and 30s with rewilding and regenerative medicine.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
A lot to discover there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different approach than any sort of veterinary approach, I think.
Yeah.
It's a different type of schooling and education and perspective and approach. You're literally taking the animal's perspective and then how they live in the wild and mirroring that in
How to
a
bring
domestic.
that home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It does make sense. And I love it. And it's my new passion next to species appropriate nutrition and all things holistic. It's pet longevity and rewilding and regenerative medicine. Like it's and it's all science backed. And that's the thing. It's like, it's science studied.
Yeah, it's proven to have an effect. Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, just a way to teach people all the pet health longevity knowledge that I've learned along the way. This podcast was created for that reason, but this would be a different way. So even more people can be reached and our pets can begin thriving into their 20s and 30s. So stay tuned to all of that. Updates will be announced on Instagram at The Holistic Feline and online at theholisticfeline.com. And it would be a dream to start offering intuitive communication and Reiki sessions in 2027 or before. The pet longevity service would likely be longer down the road, but we'll see. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Could happen sooner.
Good plans for next year. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my goal. I'm putting it out there along with having all of my dream guests on season 3 or myself being their guest. It's going to be my life.
It's a good plan. Vision board. All right. And here is our last question. Kelly from Seattle writes, Millie's black feeding bowls are so cute and stylish. Where can I find them? Aha. I've searched the internet far and wide and no luck. Thanks in advance. I know the secret.
You do. This is another frequently asked question.
Yeah.
More so back in the day when we first adopted Millie, but I still get DMs about them. So this question is great. Now the answer will finally live somewhere for all to reference. So there's a good reason, Kelly, that you couldn't find them.
Even AI can't tell you that answer.
Yeah, because I actually created her feeding bowl experience. So the black bowls are wood serving bowls from Target. I'll link them in the pod blog for this episode. They come in different sizes. We have the smaller one. And then I have a tempered glass plate that sits atop that I got off Amazon, which I will also link in the pod blog. But in order for the plate to sit more perfectly atop the bowl, I got those little rubber protective dot things that I'll also link in the pod blog. I got those off Amazon as well.
Yeah, they're everywhere. This little sticky things you put on the drawers or...
Yeah. So I placed them inside the edge of the bowl just to ensure it's a more perfect fit and doesn't fall in.
Yeah, the plate doesn't slide because the plate on the wood would kind of slide on and off. But with the rubber perfectly placed, it just stays where it's at. It's build your own bowl. That's pretty fun. That's a good Sunday afternoon activity, you know?
Build your own feeding experience. I mean, I actually created it because I couldn't find what I wanted. Like I had a vision and I couldn't find it. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go and find a bowl that I like.
With the right material as well, that is safe and good for them. Yeah.
And place a glass plate on top.
And it worked. It looks like it was sold like that, really. So well done.
Yeah. And here's a little tip. It's important to have a wide eating surface, like no bowl. So like a wide, shallow plate or dish that I place on top of the bowl. Or even better as a flat mat, like the Mind Platter. I'll link that in the pod blog episode 2, or a licky mat. That's the ideal way to feed, aside from being on the ground directly with grass and dirt. But the next best thing is a shallow, low, wide glass plate or dish. Sometimes, most times actually, we just put the glass plate straight on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the wild, they're eating off the ground. So low and wide area around them, not in bowls or elevated platforms. We want to mimic their innate wild behavior indoors as much as possible. This is why you'll see some pets paw their food out of their bowl or dish onto the floor because they're trying to consume it in the innate way they know how and how nature intended, which is on the ground. Nature's natural, flat, wide surface.
And for cats too, it's true that if you look at them eating in a deep bowl, then their whiskers touch the sides and everything. So that doesn't look fun. Yeah. If you haven't seen the bowl, it's an actual bowl with a plate on top. So she's not eating in a bowl. We're using the bowl to just raise the plate. So if you haven't seen it on Instagram yet, that's explanation.
When the whiskers touch the bowl, like you mentioned, it's called whisker fatigue or whisker stress syndrome.
Okay.
And it refers to the sensory overload a cat experiences when their highly sensitive facial whiskers constantly brush against the edges of a deep or narrow food and water bowl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because, again, in the wild, they're eating it off the ground. So it's nature's wide, flat surface. There's no edges. There's no confinement. There's, it's just there.
So again, try to replicate what's happening in the wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is part of rewilding that we talked about.
If people want to know a little bit more about rewilding and all of this, there's also episodes in season 1 that people can find and go back to discover a little bit more about it.
Yes. So the rewilding and the regenerative medicine and the pet longevity that I'm talking about, we covered in season 1, episodes 7 and 8 with Dr. Zoolittle, also known as Penny Wood. She is a longevity zoologist, ethologist. She's studied animals in the wild and teaches pet parents how to
give their pet a better life at home.
Yeah. And live into their 20s and 30s too. She's all about pet longevity and anti-aging and regenerative medicine. And it's amazing. She's such a plethora of information. I don't know how she keeps all that information in her head, but there's always something to learn from her. And you can learn so much in those 2 episodes that we did with her in season 1. So definitely go back and have
a listen.
Have a listen to her. Yeah. And check out her website, which is linked in her episode's pod blog. She has a lot of resources and can help you a lot if you're having health challenges with your animals.
And the blog will also have a lot of information about everything we said on this episode. So you can browse through the blog episode by episode and find some information there.
Yes, we will have links to all the amazing things we mentioned within this episode's pod blog. So be sure to check that out and follow along to be the first to know when I do start to offer services. And as a side note, if you're new to MILLY and curious to know her story, tune into season 1's episode 1 and 2, where we talk MILLY's journey through the eyes of her rescuer, Caroline Grace. And we talk MILLY's hydrocephalus and shunt surgery through the eyes of her neurosurgeon, Dr. O'Neill, with MASH.
The superstars.
Yes.
Yep.
These two are really the reason why MILLY is here today.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can't thank them enough.
Yep. They are an amazing team together, separately.
Yeah.
They're rock stars, superstars, and you can learn all about that in episodes 1 and 2. So that's it. We did it. That's it for this season's MILLY Q&A. How you feel?
Good. We just let more secrets out. That's how it works. It's okay. All right. So yeah, check Instagram if you want to see more of those little moments that apparently will be revealed now that we let the secrets out. So yeah, but thank you everybody for submitting some questions and all the things that MILLY bring to your life. We appreciate it. Thanks for following and being a part of her journey and ours at the same time.
Yeah, ours too. Didn't think about it like that, but yeah. So thank you all so much for playing along and participating. And we thank all of the Moonies for your continued love and support. We send all that love back to you. So that's a wrap on our second MILLY Q&A. We will see you next time. Thank you for listening to the Holistic Feline and Friends podcast. It is created, hosted, produced, and released with love. And my hope is you learn something along the way. When we know better, we do better. Please share your knowledge and our podcast with others. For more educational content, follow us on your favorite podcast platform, as well as Instagram at The Holistic Feline and online at theholisticfeline.com, where you will also find our blog that includes corresponding posts for each podcast episode with links to all the good stuff. Thank you again. We'll see you in the next episode.
The Holistic Feline and Friends podcast, website, blog, and socials are for informational and educational purposes only. All information, suggestions, recommendations, or comments, whether by written, verbal, audio, or otherwise, either direct, indirect, or association, is not a substitute for professional veterinary care. Please provide your pets with a minimum annual professional veterinary visit and more often when health concerns arise. The Holistic Feline, Angela Warwick, and all guests and associates are speaking from experience and education. Please continue your research and form your own opinion. This is in no way a means to diagnose.